In this video, I'm going to review the Ryobi pressure washer attachment. This is meant for 2500 to 3300 PSI pressure washers, not my little electric job. This is a 2000 PSI pressure washer, but I'm going to explain how you can make this work and why I chose this one other than the ones that it's designed for. This particular pressure washer attachment is meant for gasoline powered pressure washers, high power. The operating parts are all steel or brass, really solid. The neck is all brass. The flange, of course, is a standard connector there. But this thing is really strong because the surface of this is a bristle. You can see it here. This just drags along. I'll show you that in a moment. But the mechanical part, the most important, the coupling to the brass, to the steel, to the brass neck, and the steel spinny guys here is really super tough. The reason I chose this pressure washer attachment over the lower PSI one is the lower PSI one has a thick plastic neck and this part is all plastic. But I thought, you know what, there's some reviews on Amazon and they didn't do so well. So I decided to buy the higher power one. So the thing about this is, let me show you here, is this particular attachment, because my pressure washer doesn't run as high a PSI, is that you can see this super clean stripe here and this not as clean area here, and then the original, what my driveway looks like without. So what I've learned with this guy is I can use the more industrial heavy duty pressure washer attachment with my lower PSI unit, and all I do is just go a little bit slower. Now you might think, well, you know, why do you want to go so slow and everything with this? Because I don't have a gas power pressure washer. That's really hard to say, but by just going a little bit slower, it's super easy to do. So let me show you. I've originally thought this thing should have wheels or something on it, but it doesn't. It just has a little skirt with these bristles here, and you can see the nozzles and the jets point there and there, and it just begins spinning, and you can see the gunk that it's sprayed off my driveway just from doing this. But so what I'm going to do is show you how this works and give you an idea of why I chose this and why you might like this thing. So what I'm going to do is make sure my pressure washer is off for safety so I don't zap myself. And you can see this neck here. I simply click this thing in, push it down, and it's ready to go. So it's really easy. This thing floats and then it has a tilt. So you don't want to go sideways. But now I will turn the pressure washer back on and we're ready to rock. And now simply, the reason I like this instead of a standard fan attachment or the waggly spinny, I don't know what they call this, but it's a pretty wild spinny head, is because when you're using these heads, you've got to stand there and just slowly walk and point, and after a while your hand dies because of holding that pressure. But this thing, I literally don't have to hold it at all. What I do is I'm going to pull the switch, it's going to be kind of loud, and I'm going to just start moving across the surface. So let's do that now. Now the thing about it is, it doesn't sound like it's doing much, but as I go across, look at all that gunk that's filtering off. Let me see how dirty that water is. It's pretty amazing. If you can come over here and look at the surface here, yeah, look on that side there. See how dirty that water is? And this is so easy to use compared to the standard heads. And then you can simply turn around, come back here, and what I do is I use about a 1/3 overlay and just look at that gunky water coming off of there. It's really incredibly effective, and all I have to do is just pull this thing along. So what I've learned is if I just go nice and slow with this surface cleaner attachment, it's so much easier to use than one of the standard fan spray heads. I mean, to do this driveway with a little waggly head, probably all day. I don't even know this thing. I'll probably be done in an hour. It's really pretty incredible. So I'm going to take that off. Mount this back here. And there you go. All the junk sprayed off the driveway, and you could see, even though the concrete is wet, just how much more dramatically clean the surface is just from using this pressure washer attachment. Now with using the fan head, I would have only been cleaning this much width for every pass versus here. I mean, this thing is just mind-blowing. So this is definitely a winner. This Ryobi Surface Cleaner attachment. I'm going to put a link below to this attachment and also to the pressure washer that I had or have, because I didn't want to spend the extra $100. It was really expensive. Can I justify it? No. But this thing is a total winner. Check out the link. My name is Linsdau. I am a professional reviewer and, oddly enough, a polar explorer. Check out links below to some of the things I do, and I'll put a link to this as well. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and comment on the video, and if you found it useful, subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much, and enjoy your pressure washing.